Hello and welcome to another episode of the Coding Break. I am your host, Tam Talk, here to take a coding break with you. So I had a question that was posed on my YouTube channel in regards to finding remote coding contracts, specifically for those individuals who live outside of the U.S. and are looking to pursue a role within the U.S. So I have several suggestions. So the first one is if you know of a particular or a specific healthcare organization or coding department that are hiring or they do hire individuals outside of the US, I would say start with them. And the reason why I say start with them is because you know that they are hiring and that they do work with individuals or coders outside of the US. So if you know all of this information, why not go straight to the source and apply? My second suggestion is going through a recruiting agency. There are so many recruiting agencies available that work with healthcare entities that will do, I guess, some of that work for you, like going through to find out which organizations or which coding departments are hiring, and they'll have all of the information, the details, such as whether or not they will recruit individuals or coders outside of the U.S. and what are the requirements that are set forth. Or let's say, for example, you're the one initiating the contact. So be upfront, be honest with the recruiter as to what you're looking for, whether that be a full-time or part-time role, or whether that be, of course, it would have to be remote, because if you're residing on the outside of the U.S., it would need to be remote. And then whether you want, again, if you want part-time, full-time, and also be transparent about your skill set. Again, because this is one where you are outside of the U.S., so there perhaps isn't a way that you can meet with that employer or hiring manager face to face. So you want to be clear on what you're looking for, the specifics, and definitely reiterate that you are outside of the U.S. so that when that recruiter comes across a particular role that fits your requirements or your desired role, they will be better fit to pitch you or promote you to that particular healthcare entity or hiring manager. And then thirdly, I have a closed Facebook community on Facebook. It's called Abraham Medical Coding Coach, where I often post job openings where I may have spoken with the recruiter or the direct hiring manager and get the specifics of the role, such as what the pay range is or salary range is, whether it's remote or hybrid or on-site. And I share those with you, with the community, along with the contact information for that person, so that they are able to, get in contact with the person, whether it's via email, you're sending your resume, or speaking with them. So those are the things that I suggest. And because there's so many scammers out here today that we don't know whether we're giving our information or resume to a legitimate recruiter or hiring manager, or if it's someone scamming our information to use elsewhere. So those are the tips that I have, and I'll repeat those. Again, if you know of a specific entity that is hiring, then I would suggest or highly recommend going to them. Secondly, if you get with a recruiting agency and be prepared to give them all of the details of the specifics of the type of role that you're desiring, so that when a position or opportunity does become available, or if there's one that is actually available, then they can pitch or promote your resume to that hiring manager. And then thirdly, again, we have our closed Facebook group. So if you're interested in learning about opportunities out there, or being given the specific or contact information of the hiring department, hiring manager, or recruiter, then join our Facebook group. Again, that is Abraham Medical Coding Coach. It is a closed group. So we often post job opportunities in there. So that's all that I have for this week's episode or coding break. So if you have any other suggestions or questions, please feel free to, send me an email or, visit our YouTube channel and post some questions out there based on the videos. Hopefully with some of the videos I was able to answer your questions. If not, feel free to comment on those YouTube videos and I will, take note of that and then try to address it for you in a future episode. All right, so that's it. Until our next color break, take care.